So tonight I'll sing a song to all my friends, also to those we won't be seeing again, to those I knew and those I still adore, and I want to see once more. I just pray that you will love me and trust me, laugh with me and cry with me, spend those silent times with me, love me evermore, love me evermore. You and I were lovers, our dreams were not sound by love, and when my friends betrayed, meant you never would be my wife. Harsh words were said and lies were told instead. I didn't ever mean to make you cry.
Mesdames and messieurs, good evening. Wishing to express his feelings, the young man ran to the opera house, where his former fiancée anxiously awaited his arrival. But he is not yet aware of his father's sordid past, which lies concealed behind the broken engagement.
That man is a cold-blooded murderer!
I am surprised you came all this way, Your Honor. Is this spectacle a sideshow to the opera?
I take it you recognize this?
As I recall, that is the ring that I gave to your lovely wife.
It had poison hidden inside.
My, what a fascinating contraption.
It is apparent to me that you were attempting to kill everyone, including my wife.
Surely you jest. Why would I do such a thing?
It's obvious. It is a simple case of that barbaric custom from Eastern space, commonly known as the thrill kill.
No, the Count would never do anything like that!
Sadly, you're being deceived by that man.
The Count was the one who told us about the threat to Valentine's life!
May I assume that even a foreigner such as myself can expect to receive a proper trial in a local court of law?
Of course. Under the law, you are entitled to an impartial trial.
Hearing that sets my mind at ease. I have a witness to offer in my defense.
Witness?
Someone who knows the entire truth about what happened.
Huh? Eloise, no!
I must tell you that I have heard many fascinating stories from Madame and your son. Including a few tales which touch upon certain family affairs.
You bastard!
So, Your Honor, what is it you would like to do with me?
What's going on? I thought they were going to arrest that guy.
Not to worry, gentlemen. It seems that His Honor, the Crown Prosecutor, made a mistake.
Yeah, way to go, Count!
Nice to see that hanging judge get hung!
I think it would be best for you to return to your home now.
But, Count...
Thank you, Albert, but you needn't worry about me.
Don't think for an instant that this is over.
Monsieur Villefort.
That so-called Count of yours has set his sights on ruining me.
I can't believe it. You're still saying that nonsense?
I can sense it. There is an evil presence inside that man's soul.
I hope you're not still worrying about your former fiancé.
Marquis Cavalcante.
Please, call me Andrea.
I don't know what my father said to you, but I don't feel the least bit grateful to you. Is that clear?
Now, Eugenie.
It's always been my dream to play a concert at the Opera House. But using money to make that dream come true was...
But Eugenie, it was your own merit that won you the right to that concert. The reason, of course, is that your magnificent talent has utterly transformed me into your loyal and humble servant. He left you there alone. It seems that he doesn't even have the courage to try to steal you away.
It's not here.
Well, there were no records matching the requested item in any of the volumes owned by this library.
I see. Considering the Royal Library's vaulted reputation, it's hard to believe that there could be a word that isn't registered here.
It's quite possible that the word is on the General Security Directorate's banned list.
What are you talking about?
Regulations are in place that prohibit general readers from browsing classified topics.
What do you mean you're cutting off my financial support?
I'm afraid I've had some unexpected expenses.
What about the presidential election?
I'm sorry, Fernand, but I'm going to have to cut you loose.
You and I, and Villefort too. I thought it was our dream to climb to the top of Parisian power and then bask in the wealth of riches!
Oh, was that our dream?
We're on the verge of making it come true. Why now?
My, investment analysts are telling me to quit gambling on you, General.
It's Edmund's letters, isn't it?
Please, I'm just saying that at trying times like this, we all need to watch our step. Oh, if you win the election, feel free to call.
Excellency, we've established a comm channel with the 7th Eastern Space Fleet.
What a shameful display last night.
What insolence? Who are you?
First Secretary Lucien Debray. I'm hurt that you don't remember me.
Ah, yes. The spoiled rich boy.
The Count of Monte Cristo is the talk of Paris at the moment. You won't be able to arrest him without good cause.
He's plotting something, I'm certain of it.
Can you prove it?
I'm the one who decides who's guilty and who's innocent.
The General Security Directorate will decide. They suspect that you're trying to file false charges against him. You've gone a little too far this time. It's probably only a matter of days before you're suspended from the bench.
They can't!
Oh, there you are. I need your advice on a certain matter.
Well, it's rare for you to be asking advice from anyone.
It seems that I need the help of a member of the Interior Ministry.
I noticed your best friend isn't here with you today.
Where's Victoria?
Madame is resting comfortably in her room, sir.
I have no idea what to do with her. She's been acting like this ever since she was out in the night air at the party in Auteuil and caught a terrible cold. So anyway, that's why I can't offer you a suitable welcome, but perhaps you'd care to join us for dinner.
Love to, thanks.
I'm afraid I have a little work that I must attend to, so my daughter will keep you company. Huh? Why don't you play another little tune? And this time play for Andrea here.
I would be honored if you did. Oh, wait.
You're inside on Black Hole Futures? Now then, let's get down to business, Michel.
General Morcerf called, wishing to make an appointment to see you.
No, never mind that. I want the ultra-high-density materials market report. Now get to it!
Understood, monsieur.
Dunglar's accessing the market. Excellent. It's time to sell.
Understood.
Let him gleefully eat his fill. We'll make sure that he's properly fattened up for the slaughter. Wait until the time is right, and then leak intel that there is an impending Imperial forces offensive in the Central Galaxy.
Still, the thought of helping to line that vulture's pockets is more than a little distasteful.
Gankutsuou, huh? Are you ready to start? Here we go. Welcome to the repository of state secrets.
What is this?
A Ministry of the Interior database.
State search keyword.
Gankutsuou.
Lucien Debray, First Secretary, Class S. Access to requested information is granted.
Where are we?
Please be quiet.
Gankutsuou is the king of the shadows.
Which means?
Nobody's ever seen what he looks like. His name should never be spoken. Those who break that taboo meet a fate worse than death.
Some kind of urban legend?
It is the truth. He appeared on the fringes of the galaxy 1,000 years ago and tried to gain control of the criminal underworld.
He's an invader?
Gankutsuou is invincible. He controls people by manipulating their desires. However, he was defeated by fate. In June of 4002 of the Louis Philippe calendar, he was apprehended and incarcerated.
Incarcerated? Where?
We cannot answer that.
Where was he imprisoned?
We cannot answer that.
I hereby invoke Imperial Edict 53.
Gankutsuou was imprisoned in the dungeons of Chateau d'If.
I see. What happened after that?
His death was confirmed in the late afternoon of December 23rd, 5043.
10 years ago?
He was imprisoned for 1,000 years?
What name was he imprisoned under?
The Man in the Iron Mask.
What was his full name?
Terminate access immediately.
But why?
We cannot answer that.
I invoke Special Provision 3 of Edict 53.
His name was...
Illegal access. Illegal access. Enacting Article 6, Clause 2 of the Secrets Preservation Code.
That was not good.
I want to know who that Gankutsuou really is! No, I don't want to. I have to know!
Well, I wonder if Old Man Noirtier might know.
Why would he?
A long time ago, he ran the Ministry of the Interior. But he also had quite a few enemies, and he was brought down.
You mean the assassination of the prince?
He was a very vocal proponent of making peace with the Empire. Apparently, that made it quite hard for his son Villefort to advance. Of course, all that work has been for naught.
Father, you must be laughing at me. A man who's lost both his status and his family. Poetic justice for a man who's spent his career sending innocent men to prison and presiding over so many cold and merciless trials. I know you think that this is my punishment for defying your wishes and supporting war against the Empire and for doing away with your compatriots. Do you know how long and hard I worked to surpass you? You who had the power to sway government policy? Do you have the slightest idea how hard that was for me? Any idea how hard it was for me to be your son in a world completely dominated by hawks? Suspended from duty, eh? So what? See if I care! I won't let it end like this. Just you watch. I'll come back from this, and when I do, I'll be stronger than ever.
She's been like that since we arrived. It's as if she's regressed to childhood.
Excellency, are you certain that this is wise? We can still attack after the peace negotiations.
We should strike while we still can. If we are to gain the upper hand at the negotiation table, there can be no hesitation.
A victory here is certain to give your poll numbers a huge boost, Your Excellency.
His Excellency, the Viscount Morcerf.
Welcome to our humble home. What may we do for you?
Actually, I was hoping I could meet with the Count.
I'm afraid the Count's illness has rendered him bedridden.
Yes, I'd heard that. Please, let me wish him a speedy recovery.
I ask that you allow him to remain undisturbed. At trying times like this, he will see no one else in the world but me.
Of course, mademoiselle. The Count has complete faith in you, doesn't he? Please tell him to be on guard against Monsieur Villefort. Villefort said that he was gonna make the Count pay for whatever he did. So he...
Monsieur Albert, you care a great deal for the Count, don't you?
Yes, I suppose.
I'm glad that you are concerned for his well-being.
I'm curious, mademoiselle. How long have you been with him?
Well, it's been a long time now. A long time since the Count decided he would purchase me.
He... bought you?
Please understand, I was born into the royal family of a certain frontier planet. Our world is situated between this kingdom and eastern space, and had prospered from the trade between them. However, our excellent fortune was not destined to last for very long. War broke out between the Empire and Earth, and my home world was engulfed in the terrible flames of battle. My father decided to establish an alliance with the Earth. He did this because he had heard that the people of Earth valued freedom above all else. Soon after, reinforcements arrived from Earth.
My father told me that 10 years ago was a time of great turmoil. He said that he himself had fought in several wars of independence.
The reinforcements from Earth broke the alliance and betrayed my father. They started a rebellion, leveling false charges against my father, claiming that he was working in collusion with the Empire. My father was eventually killed as a traitor. My mother and I were stripped of our property and position and sold into the hands of our enemies. My mother died soon thereafter, and I was left to fend for myself. I was like a walking corpse. Until the day that I met the Count.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up such painful memories. I'm a fool, aren't I? My girlfriend tells me that all the time. She says I don't think about other people's feelings. Oh, I guess she's more like an old childhood friend than a girlfriend. She gave a piano recital at the Opera House the other day. It's wonderful to be able to express yourself that way. That's what I thought to myself when I heard her performance. Mademoiselle, you're quite good at the harp, right? Do my family the honor of paying us a visit sometime. And perhaps you would even allow me to introduce you to some of my friends.
The night we arrived in Paris, the Count took me aside and said the following to me. Haydée, this is a land where freedom and human rights are appreciated. Therefore, you should do as you wish, acting according to your own free will. So, this is the way that I see it now. If I remain voluntarily, I'm here because I'm free, and I freely choose to do so.
Our young Viscount is one carefree kid. Even though there's a fire lit under his old man's ass.
Oh, stop it!
It's wonderful to be able to express yourself that way. I'm gonna puke! That is so damn pathetic! But then you and I are two of a kind, aren't we? I can see what you really think plain as day.
No! Please, you're wrong!
You hate him, don't you? You want to rip him to pieces, don't you? Come on, let's have some fun.
Take your hands off her.
It's the Count.
Leave us!
As you wish, Excellency.
Monsieur Filfo, I think?
After I met you, I cast away all of the horrible feelings I had within myself. Or so I believed. And I thought if I could only ease your cruel resolve, then everything would be all right. But I just couldn't forget what was burned in my mind. I couldn't forget how I felt when I swore revenge. Considering how I myself feel, it was very wrong of me to hope to change how you feel. I'm so sorry.
Count. I'm afraid I caused you to suffer a great injustice by jumping to some rather regrettable conclusions.
Please, let me offer you my apology. Eat this!
Count, no!
Used to be, and what you see is not what it seems. I travel through space to be with you here. What you don't know, you shouldn't fear. Till I strike. You won't see me coming. You won't see me coming. Till I strike.
The person I was in the past is not the person I am today. Who we were in the past is not who we are today. Next Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo, Act 14. Lost souls, bide your time and hold out hope.